Alrighty, here's the front of the garage, Dad. So this is the front. There's quite a bit of gaps down in amongst all the door. The door is pretty old and crappy anyway, so there has been some water damage through the roof. All this electrical stuff is all going to get pulled out. Up on top at the front door is this old it's an old projector screen. I don't know what it's doing. The old projector screen for anyone. So, but some of the main problems with the front door is going to be there's a massive gap down here. He's stopped the concrete there, and then he hasn't gotten himself in and fixed up any of the rotten wood. But a lot of the rotten wood is I'm gonna have to reframe or support and frame this type of stuff, and I haven't gone through at the moment and taken off any of the electrical, but electrical needs to be all done. I'm going to strip out the all the benches. There's that old saw that I showed you before, and then he's gone and done electrical over the top. There's an old heater up there, and there's that's a heater, and then behind it is a like an old Bose amplifier, and then again you can see the electrical coming down. Electrical is pretty shitty. That's the old this is the old original electrical permit for the garage, which is like back in 1983 or somewhere there, and it's fed down through the ground there. But the newer panel is it's correct, but it's been beaten up a lot, and some of the breakers are pretty old, and then there's a lot of holes in the side of it. So I'm going to replace it all and get rid of all the electrical. So today's job will be to get rid of all the electrical and everything else. So what he's done, what I can figure out, he's gone through and cut off the main horizontal beams, and then he's gone and lifted them up and put another set of horizontal supports in it. Some of them he's done not too bad, but then there's other ones that he hasn't really corrected, and then he's worked kind of around the front door, or the roller, or this panel door that we have here. This will be changed out. What I'm going to do is put a roller door in up the top here where the old screen is. I'm going to put in a roller door instead of this panel door coming up and kind of being over the top. It will give me a little bit more height to lift a car or lift something that I want to work in on. So the roof is in pretty good nick. I don't see any wet spots coming through. It is raining at the moment. I do want to secure the window that's over here. It will be put some bars or do some stuff across it. But here's the back of the garage. So the front of the garage, the ground isn't too bad, or the concrete isn't too bad. There's a few bumps and waves in it, which isn't too bad. And then another modification that they've done to the garage is they've gone and put this post in, and then they've also gone and like cut a few of these other trusses to raise. So this part of the roof on this side of the roof has been re-angled, and it's been re-angled to take on the this outside section. So this section here has been added on out the side. So what you can see is they've gone and put all these big rafters out to make a bit of an enclosed patio, which is nice. But again, all up in here is all open to the elements at this point in time. There's also, we'll have a look up here a bit later on, there's a bit of rotten wood up and in here, so I'll have to open that up. The outside siding isn't too bad. We've got a few drainage issues down the side of the house, which we're going to repair. The old siding isn't too bad. It's also soffit, and everything's all being just it's all cedar siding. It's not too bad, but what we're going to do is this is where the electrical crosses over to the new panel, and then there's an old drain here. What we're going to do is we're going to cut the concrete out here and put like what we call a trench drain in crossing there, so that we can pick up any of this water that kind of like keeps leaking into here. And this is out the front. So again, one of the issues with it is that we have the front of the garage is the down pipes here keep coming down, and it drops into another underground drain, but it doesn't lead anywhere. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to open up a trench drain all the way along the front here to pick up any of this water. What I want to do eventually is when we do the roof is get rid of this drain, and we send it towards the back so that I can pick up this water and take it to the tank. So again, this is the front of the garage. It's not in bad shape, but this corner's where all that rot is. And you can kind of see the water. So what's happening is again, this drain pipe is coming off of the roof, coming forward, and it's not going anywhere, and it's just basically dumping onto the ground. And my neighbor is also getting a lot of water from my roof here. So this is all rotten. And then in here, that's where that gap is. So you can see the slab, and then you can see this is the old window. We're going to side over the top of that soffit, and then we're also going to come in here and we're going to fill up some of the concrete along the back here. And then you can see what's kind of happening down the back here. We want to try and pick up all this water and take it to the back, so that we're not just dropping water onto the neighbors here. Exactly what this is doing, or overflowing. And so then the back, this is where we're starting to tear down the little garage.